Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is Sindhu. So today's topic is about how to stay positive during your postpartum period, and a lot of people might be thinking why this video is required. So when a mother delivers, a lot of changes are happening in her body and around her as well, right? Like there are a lot of hormonal changes that are happening, and also there are so many physical changes that the mother is producing milk for the baby, and you will have gone through your delivery process. So a lot of things happen and it's quite overwhelming, and with all these changes there is possibility that you start developing certain negative feelings, and you start, some of them go into depression, and some of them are just become sad about a few things. So this video is to address all those issues and how you can cope up with them. So yeah, let's get started. This is something that every mother has to cope up with immediately once the baby is born. That is people visiting her and the baby and talking about the baby. It's usually a lot of love and a lot of positive comments from everybody, like all the loved ones or the family. But sometimes people do comment without realizing about how insensitive such comments are about baby's color or baby's body, like how chubby or how lean the baby is, and baby's hair growth, and such things. When you're already in a very vulnerable situation, such things affect you and you start thinking too much about it. Also, a lot of people talk about baby's features, and a lot of people say that, oh, the baby doesn't look like you at all, it looks more like your husband. And you start feeling that your baby doesn't look like you, or your baby, you start feeling bad about such things because you're already going through a sensitive phase, and such things can bother you a lot. So what I want to say is, when you cannot avoid interacting with such people, the only thing that you can do is ignore such comments and think that it's your life, it's your baby, you and the baby are at most important at that moment and not anybody else. And you don't have to give importance to such comments. And people who comment, they just that those comments come and go, and you are the one who's spoiling your mental health thinking about it over and over again. So it's better not to think about it and give so much importance to such comments. Because of the kind of advanced reach we have due to social media, we look at a lot of Instagrammers around the world, and like mom YouTubers, mom Instagrammers. We will have set in a kind of expectation in our head, and when we're not able to live up to it, say we are not able to look as good as as like a mom Instagrammer immediately after the delivery, and click nice pictures of you and the baby, and get wonderful pictures of the baby wrapped up in a really nice piece of cloth. So maybe your situation is such that you are not able to do such things. You feel that you've let down yourself, your own expectations, and you start feeling bad about such things, and you start feeling down. Try to do what you can rather than like trying to get into somebody else's shoes and imitating them. Do whatever you can and feel happy about the things that you have done for yourself and the baby. So stop comparing your baby and yourself with celebrities or some other, maybe your family friends or your cousin's baby or something. That will only bring in a lot of negative thoughts into your head. So every individual is different, right? So do not compare your baby with another baby, because your baby is also an individual. Your baby is a person. Is Don't think that oh, my friend's baby or my cousin's baby is so chubby, or my cousin's baby is crawling so soon and mine is not. So don't compare your baby with somebody else's. Every baby is different. Every baby reaches its milestone at its own pace, and you love your baby no matter what. You're wasting a couple of minutes or a couple of hours there just feeling bad about it. So you might be feeling bad that now you look fat, or your body shape has changed a lot, that it's very uneven, you don't fit into your favorite clothes. and you have scar on your body, and you might have stretch marks on your body, so you might be feeling very bad. This is something that every mom goes through. So what I'm trying to say here is self love after a baby is extremely important, you guys. It is something that is going to help you accept your body. It's going to help you love your own body again. So have a lot of gratitude towards your own body, because it's done an amazing job. You've given birth to a human being. Your body has been a house for that human being for 9 months, like made it big, and like nurtured it, given all the nutrition the baby requires. So yeah, have that gratitude towards your body, and don't hate your body for how it looks now. You will get to a place where you start loving your body. That happens gradually. Just don't feel let down, and don't spoil your mood, and don't waste your day just thinking about what your body used to look like and what it looks like now. That's something that you should not be doing, and that's not at all healthy. So yeah, just love your body, love yourself, and have a lot of gratitude towards your body for what it's done. So this is something again a lot of moms do, that is comparing your present and your past, and start feeling bad that your past was so much more nicer, and you look so much better in your pictures then, and your skin looked really nice, and like you could travel so much more. And now in your postpartum period, mostly you're not traveling a lot, and maybe your body shape has changed drastically, and you look completely different. And your skin, obviously you're sleep deprived, so your skin doesn't look as polished. Or do not compare your self with your past and the way you looked in your past and feel bad, because obviously you are a better person now. You are a mother, you are the whole world to that baby in that stage. You should be giving yourself a lot of credit for what you're doing right now. Another thing that a mom does is start feeling guilty when you are indulging in self love and self care, and you are taking off time for yourself to do something, maybe pursue a hobby, or maybe go back to work, or maybe indulge in uh, in a pampering session like a spa or a salon or something. A lot of ladies start feeling very guilty about leaving their kids at home, or their babies at with the partner and going out. So that is something that is extremely wrong. So to have a good mental health, you have to take care of yourself. You should please yourself. You should be happy. Only then you can keep others happy. So if you're just giving and sacrificing a lot, at some point you're gonna break, and that breaking point is going to affect you, your partner, your baby, everybody. So your mental health will be stable, and your physical health will be stable only when you take care of yourself. So do that without feeling guilty, and take care of your baby and others as well. So a lot of changes are happening in your body, hormonal changes, and a lot of changes are happening around you, where you are doing a lot for your baby, and you're maybe stressed and you're sleep deprived. That doesn't mean that you take out that stress on your partner or your family. You should make sure that you convey what you're feeling, or what is stressing you out, in a very positive way, in a very constructive way, and you do not spoil your relationship with your partner or your family. So keep discussing the things that are stressing you out with your partner, and with your friends. If there are fellow moms, that'll be amazing. You can keep discussing it with them. You can tell your own parents, your mom for that matter. You can keep discussing. So do not get stressed. Do not just keep everything in, and then burst out for once on someone. That will only spoil your relationship. So yeah, just have a positive way of conveying whatever you're feeling, so that your mental health stays healthy, and your relationship also stays very healthy with people around you. So overall, I want to say this video is something that's very personal to me, very close to my heart. This is something that I have gone through. This is something that my friends have gone through and they've shared with me. So a lot of people don't discuss about it. They think that it's only them who are going through such issues. So I'm just addressing that just to tell fellow moms out there that a lot of moms go through this phase and they come out of it, and they will still have a happy family and a happy baby. So if you're depressed or if you are anxious about something, just talk to somebody, just get professional help if you require it. So be happy and try to stay positive, be kind to yourself, learn to accept your body after pregnancy, learn to be kind to yourself, do not feel guilty about giving some self-love and indulging in some kind of pampering you need. Develop a hobby so that you do not indulge in negative thoughts, or you do not keep thinking about your past over and over again, and you do not feel bad. What I did was I used to read a lot of positive quotes whenever I felt let down, or listen to positive podcasts. And I follow a lot of Instagram pages which, you know, like give out a lot of positive messages. So yeah, that used to uplift my mood whenever I used to feel down. So yeah, don't compare yourself to other celebrities or your past. Don't compare your baby to somebody else's baby. Do not listen to people talking about your baby's features or your baby's color and hair and start feeling bad about it. When you're stressed, when you're anxious, talk to people around you, get professional help, talk to your partner, talk to your family, talk to fellow moms. That's the best way to get out of that stress. Talk to your fellow moms. Some moms are already going through it, so they'll share their part of the story. So yeah, that is all I wanted to say about this topic, you guys. I felt it was really important to discuss this topic, and I feel like not many people talk about these things. And I hope this was very helpful to fellow moms out there who are going through this phase. I have 11-month-old, and I know I have gone through this phase before, I won't lie. So yeah, please like if it was informative and if you enjoyed watching this video, and please share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video, and until then, take care. Bye bye.